Bonjour, ça va? Ça va et toi? Ça va. Au revoir. That's the most basic French conversation. These few lines make the beginning of many French conversations, so you should learn them. A French conversation usually starts with greetings like bonjour, bonjour, or coucou with friends, coucou, which is a little bit more informal and fun. Then we trade some ça va? Ça va? How are you doing? Ça va? Ça va? And the trick here is that it's the question and it's the answer. Ça va? Ça va. Ça va? Going up. Ça va? Ça va. How are you? I'm fine. We can even say ça va et toi? Ça va et toi? I'm fine. And you? You can use et toi after most answers. It helps the conversation flow better. And ça va. Now, sometimes the conversation just ends there. It's very simple. It's good enough to check that nothing too serious is going on. But sometimes it's just the beginning of the conversation. For instance, you can ask quoi de neuf? Quoi de neuf? Or we would say quoi de neuf? Quoi de neuf? What's up or what's new? This is the most basic follow-up that you can have with someone that you already know. If it is a stranger, you can ask another question like tu fais quoi dans la vie? Tu fais quoi dans la vie? What do you do for a living? Or literally, what do you do in life? Tu fais quoi dans la vie? That's where you answer with ton métier. Ton métier, your job, your profession, ton métier. You can answer something like je suis prof, I'm a teacher, je suis prof, or even je suis retraité, I'm retired, je suis retraité. The other person might also ask you tu viens d'où? Where are you from? Tu viens d'où? And this is where you can answer je suis australien, I'm Australian if that's the case, je suis australien, or je suis américaine, I'm an American, or whatever is your nationality. Of course, you can trade names too with comment tu t'appelles, what's your name, or literally how are you called. Comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles? For me, je m'appelle Géraldine. My name is Géraldine. I am called Géraldine. Je m'appelle Géraldine. Je m'appelle Géraldine. In more informal French, I would say that we would use c'est quoi ton nom? C'est quoi ton nom? What's your name? C'est quoi ton nom? This is more informal. So on one hand, these questions are quite common in basic French conversations, and they will give you information you need to know the person in front of you. But on the other hand, they're quite boring, so you can choose to learn slightly more interesting questions to bring happier vibes to your conversation in French. For example, vous partez pour les vacances? Are you going somewhere for the holiday? Vous partez pour les vacances? Vous partez pour les vacances, or tu fais quoi ce week-end? What are you doing this weekend? Tu fais quoi ce week-end? Tu fais quoi ce week-end? If someone asks you about the near future, you can use aller or le futur proche, which is made of aller plus the infinitive of the verb. For example, je vais à la plage, super simple, I'm going to the beach. Je vais à la plage. But for an action in the near future, you can say je vais voir de la famille. Je vais voir de la famille. I am going to see my family in the very near future. I made a whole lesson on le futur proche. I will show you later. And if someone asks you about something that you did recently, you will need le passé composé. Le passé composé, like je suis allé au marché. Je suis allé au marché. I went to the market. Je suis allé au marché because I do la liaison between suis and aller. That tense is not as difficult as it seems, but it is a little bit beyond basic French, I'm afraid. In general, when in doubt, you can just simply be positive. C'était super. It was great. Et toi? What about you? Et toi? Now, what if you don't know the person you're talking to? What if you don't want to know more about them? What if you're just here to buy some bread? The French conversation with un commerçant, a shopkeeper, is very codified. In many small shops, you have to talk to the shopkeeper in order to buy what you want to buy. So on one hand, you need to learn the basic conversation if you want to fit in. On the other hand, it's very easy. So please don't be an Emily in Paris.
Mademoiselle, bonjour. Une pain au chocolat.
Let's take the time to cover it together. So first, when entering any shop where there is an attendant, we say bonjour, bonjour, or bonsoir in the evening if it's, let's say, after 6 p.m. Greetings are politeness 101. In a small shop where we have to talk to the shopkeeper, like une boulangerie, a bakery, une boulangerie, or a pâtisserie, une pâtisserie, a pastry shop, une pâtisserie, you can say je voudrais, I would like, je voudrais, without saying the S at the end, je voudrais, je voudrais. That can also give you time to pick the delicious thing that you want to buy. For example, je voudrais une baguette et un pain au chocolat, s'il vous plaît. Je voudrais une baguette et un pain au chocolat, s'il vous plaît. Never forget the s'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît. Without the S, without the T. S'il vous plaît. That's French for please. This is the second part of the politeness. It is very important in French. And of course, in terms of conjugation, you say vous to the shopkeeper because it is someone you don't know. They're not your friend. They will prepare your order and probably add ce sera tout, ce sera tout, that we say ce sera tout, where we cut the E in the middle of sera and the T at the end of tout is silent. Ce sera tout, is that all? Ce sera tout. They can also say et avec ceci, ce sera tout, and with that, is that all? Et avec ceci, ce sera tout.
Et avec ceci,
Oui.
ce sera tout?
Non.
Et avec ceci,
Oui.
ce sera tout?
Non.
Et avec ceci,
Oui.
ce sera tout?
Non.
Ce sera tout? Ce sera tout? Ce sera tout?
Now you can add non, je vais aussi prendre un croissant. Non, je vais aussi prendre, and then you add what you want, un croissant. No, I also have un croissant or anything else you want. Or when you have everything you want, you can just say oui merci or oui merci, ce sera tout. Oui merci, ce sera tout. And never forget the merci for thank you. Merci. Again, very important. They will give you a price. Ça fera 2 euros. It will be 2 euros. Ça fera, in spoken French, 2 euros. Ça fera 2 euros, for example. Then you can pay and say merci, au revoir, merci, au revoir, merci, au revoir, thank you, goodbye. If you want to go a little bit beyond that, you can either say merci, bonne journée, au revoir. This is what I would say. Merci, bonne journée, au revoir. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye. Merci, bonne journée, au revoir. Don't forget to say goodbye or you will sound cold for no reason. And don't forget to pay. That's not politeness, that's the law. Au revoir is the basic sentence that we use when we're leaving someone or leaving a conversation. You might need to excuse yourself first when you're leaving with je dois y aller. Je dois y aller, I have to go if need be. Je dois y aller in spoken French. Je dois y aller. Je dois y aller. Au revoir is fine for most situations, but if you want, you can learn better ones, like à tout de suite, À tout de suite, where the T is silent. À tout de suite in everyday spoken French. See you in a minute. À tout de suite. Or à tout à l'heure, or à plus tard. À tout à l'heure. Or à plus tard. À plus tard for see you later in the same day. Don't use it for a different day. À tout à l'heure or à plus tard. You can also use à bientôt, see you soon, especially if it's not in the same day. À bientôt. À bientôt, when the final T is silent as well. À bientôt. À plus is the shorter version of à plus tard. It's an informal goodbye for friends. It's cute and fun. À plus. À plus. And at last we have salut. Salut in French, it means both hi and goodbye. Yes, it's informal, so you can use it with friends. However, don't use salut as goodbye in writing. If you want to sound even more French, you can add allez before any of these. For example, allez, à bientôt. It means okay, bye. Allez, à bientôt. Or allez, salut. Allez, salut. I will leave you with a quick recap of what we've seen. Do you remember it all? Repeat after me. Bonjour. Ça va? Ça va. Et toi? Bonjour, ça va? Ça va. Et toi? Tu fais quoi dans la vie? C'est quoi ton nom? Tu fais quoi dans la vie? C'est quoi ton nom? Bonjour, je voudrais une baguette, s'il vous plaît. Bonjour, je voudrais une baguette, s'il vous plaît. And at last, à plus, à plus. If you missed something in there, don't forget that you can rewatch the video to find it. I'm Géraldine, you're on Comme une Française, and you can check out my other lessons on French conversation. Do you want to see how much we use aller so much in everyday French conversation? Do you want to practice your French greetings? Do you want to break down with me a scene from Emily in Paris? I made full lessons on each of these. You just have to click here to access the lessons. I will see you there.